Introducing our first guest on the Love and Hotsauce podcast, the talented, passionate chef Ashley from Let That Girl Cook Catering. With a flair of creating delicious and unforgettable dishes, Chef Ashley brings her unique culinary expertise to every event she caters. Today she joins us to share her love for cooking, her journey as a chef, and some mouth-watering tips and tricks from behind the scenes of her successful catering company. Get ready to be inspired and hungry as we dive into the world of food and flavor with the incredible Chef Ashley.
Yay, I'm here.
How you doing, Chef?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a crazy person that loves to cook. Some people like to say I have a unique style. To me, I'm just expressing myself. I'm a very straightforward person with the way that I dress and the way that I deliver my outlook of food. I'm just cool, chill, laid back. A mom, a girlfriend now, an entrepreneur, a baddie, if I can say that.
Yeah. So tell me this, what made you fall in love with cooking?
I'm greedy. It might not look like it, but I am. I've always been into food since I'd say under 10, probably like 8 or 9 years old. That's when I really started cooking a lot. But my palate was so expanded. My mom didn't cook the way that I wanted to eat. So one day out of the blue, I just took it into my own hands and turned into this.
That's interesting. So we from the great city of New Orleans, and we have a lot of good cooks, right? So what distinguishes between a cook and a chef? Because we have a lot of great cooks. What you think?
A lot of them. Mm-hmm. A chef creates. They think fast on the fly. They don't just cook the recipe that's set in front of them. They create from scratch. And being a chef is not an easy job. So some people, it's like, oh, they're just cooking. Nah, a lot of stuff goes wrong in the background. But a cook cooks what's in front of them, like far as the recipe. But a chef creates. It's not the same.
Yeah. I think what inspired me, I've been cooking lately. So what inspired me is I was dating a girl and she was a very good cook.
One time for the women.
Yeah. She didn't know how to apologize. So what she would do is, it was either some good sex, or a nice plate of food. But, when we broke up, I realized that you could get good sex anywhere.
Right, but the food, I have a lot of exes that's probably starving right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But it sounds like that was her love language. It's mine too. And not just with my partner, just with everybody.
Yeah.
That's something that I really love to do. So
it's my love language too. I like that's why I want to do this. Just because we have a lot of talented people. New Orleans is known for great food, and we need to shine the spotlight on great people in our city.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of talent down here that goes unnoticed because for the most part, New Orleans, we are known for food and like our culture and all that, but we also known for crime. So you highlighting people who are doing something positive, I think that's pretty dope.
Okay, Ashley, how do you incorporate hot sauce and spices into your culinary creations?
I mean, coming from New Orleans, adding the spices is just natural. Same with my personality, but I think everything that's created needs a little dash of oomph, so that's my oomph, the hot sauce and the spices.
You're very different, right?
What you mean by different? Like,
unique. You can't put you in a box. Even from your clothes you wear to I finally got a meal from you, so like I could see that girl can cook.
You hear me? It's not just for Instagram. I don't know what camera I'm looking at.
So I'm asking you that question. What makes you different from everybody else? What distinguishes you from everybody else?
It's crazy for me to say this, but I get bored fast. So my need to learn new things and like different things, I never boxed myself in. And my mom, like growing up, she let me be pretty free and weird, as some people may say. But I mean, it's just me going on expeditions, exploring. I just love to explore. I mean, some people like to just, if you're from New Orleans, you just cook New Orleans food. No, I'm traveling. I'm mixing their culture with our culture. I'm making up my own stuff, my own, ways of doing things. But me just being inquisitive, if that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. So Ashley, how do you continue to grow and evolve as a chef?
Learning new things. Always wanting more. Like even in culinary school, I barely went to culinary school. I probably shouldn't even pass. But for the most part, it's like, I know the basics, but what's behind that gate? If I see a tall gate, I want to know what's behind it. So me just want to know what's behind the gate, if that makes sense.
So what advice you have for this inspiring chefs that's coming to to feel.
Take risks. They gonna tell y'all, oh, you have to do this sauce with this. No, do whatever you want and make it work. Whatever your personal style is, just add that to the food and basically just take risks. Because that's what I do. A lot of stuff is experiments to me. So my career is built off of me experimenting and just trying things that some people told me wouldn't work. And, that's just that mic drop when you marry the things that people say wouldn't go together. So
tell me, like a chef that came up in the restaurant to a chef that came from school.
School only teach you the basics.
Mm-hmm.
If you work in a fast-paced restaurant like the French Quarters or something like that, they just throwing you in that water. It's either you go sink or swim. And I love being in those kind of situations because you learn a lot about yourself and about, like the task at hand. But for the most part, a lot of people, especially this new generation, y'all crybabies. If you go in the French Quarters and get on that line, like, it's way more intense than culinary school.
So I use your platform to help others.
Honestly, I'm not using my platform. I'm not going to say not to help people, but I'm really just living my life. Hopefully, I'm inspiring people to basically do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has like this little box that they want to be put in. Oh, I want to be an influencer. I want to be this. Like, most people that follow me are benefiting off of me just being who I am and living my life. And I want them to know that you can do that and it can work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be a 9-to-5 person, or if you do want to be a 9-to-5 person, you could still have like a business or whatever, but you really could just live this life how you want to. And that's what I do. I just got recognized for it.
So how you balance being a chef, entrepreneur, as well as a new relationship, as well as being a parent?
I make time for it. Everybody got their designated, times. It's not always mapped out perfect, but for the most part, I make time for the things that I deem important to me.
Mm-hmm. So you're off the market now. So
sure is.
So what about, like, I hear a lot of about the relationships. I hear a lot about dating in New Orleans, right? So were you looking for a relationship, or did it just happen?
Hell no, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was dating out of town, getting flown out. Mm-hmm. Not saying I was on those,
mm-hmm.
no whole stuff, but I know everybody out here.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's kind of like we all cousins. But the guy that I'm dating now is from New Orleans, and for the most part, it's working. Like, we've been having like a good stride. He has his own business too. He has kids as well as me being a mom. So we kind of like know where to meet each other in the middle to make it work. But for the most part, I make sure I find time to do what I want.
Nobody want to be in a relationship till that person shows up.
Yeah, and I never knew if I was in love or not with like people in the past. Mm-hmm. And when people say, it sounds cliche, but that shit hit me like a mattress.
I don't know. Sometimes the love part of it gets a little scary, right? I was dating somebody recently, and it didn't work out, but a few months ago, and she was saying stuff like, "I knew you was the one when you." And it's kind of like, I liked her. But I liked her, but I didn't like her like that. And I think she kind of scared me away a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Was she too aggressive?
She wasn't aggressive, but just hearing those type of things. And if you ain't ready for that,
right?
You're not really feeling the same way at the
time.
So
you was going into this situation playing with the lady?
No. It was like a situation that
it just didn't work.
It was like a rebound type thing. I needed her to get over a hump, you know what I'm saying? So
I was scared of that in my current relationship.
Yeah.
Because he had just broken up with somebody. But if a person is showing up every day and being consistent, that's all I can go off of basis. I mean, versus, like what people have to say or the timing of it and all of that. But you may have been the one for her, but she may have not been the one for you. Yeah. And sometimes it goes like that. So
yeah, it's tough because nobody wants to get hurt. But I use the analogy all the time. Like, it's like I got a $5 bill in my hand. I'm holding it real tight. Nobody can take it out of my hand, but nobody can put more money inside my hand either. Damn. So it's like a relationship. You gotta open yourself up.
And you need more than $5.
Yeah. I need way more than $5.
Yeah, it's tricky with love, especially in New Orleans, because everybody knows each other. But I mean, for the most part, when the situation is for you, or when you need to walk away, or when you need to stay in it and work on it or whatever. But I mean, y'all timing may have just been
it's
going the opposite direction.
It's easier said than
definitely.
Yeah.
I stayed single a long time. I'm one of those women, like, I'm a well-rounded, cultured person. I travel the world. There's not a lot that I haven't done. I've been exposed to a lot, but for the most part, I'm comfortable with being alone. So I've been single for like 4 years at a time, like stuff like that. But I learned a lot about myself, and I'm not like a needy person. Of course, I'm kind of clingy when I love you. But at the same time, like, I don't need a man or I'm sitting on the curb waiting for a prince with a wife. I always have something to do. Whether I'm painting, I'm going to different states, going to concerts, festivals, whatever, like, I'm fulfilled within myself. So a man that came into my life is just extra. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm a mom. Like, I always have shit to do, but I'm okay with being alone. And I mean, everybody wants companionship, but you know.
So what advice you have for a single woman dating right now?
Weigh your options and date a lot of people if you feel like it. Because most people think since you dating a lot of people, you sleeping with everybody. You don't have to be sleeping with none of them to go on dates with them, but don't just pick out of... Try different races. I've done interracial dating, and I'm not pushing that on people, but if they got 32 flavors, you just gonna keep eating one.
Don't have me turn into Dr. Umar right now.
I mean, that's... let me say this. I love black men.
Yeah.
I want my son to see me marry a black man. I mean, I did step outside of, like the dating pool, but for the most part, like, that's something that I had to do. Like, now I know that black men, that's like that's the standard for me. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, have fun.
Yeah, I'm not dating outside my race, but...
It's different. I'll say that it's very different, but, I mean, I'm back home, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy when you watch the NBA and the NFL and you see the mixed races
And sometimes I don't be liking it, to be honest, because I'm like, me, the person that I am, I did step out, outside my race, but I probably go back home to get the person that I need or within my realm, if that makes sense, because I feel like that person will understand me more. And I don't want it to be like, oh, I put black men down because of this person with this, that, these stats and this money and all of that. Like,
yeah, I do believe love is love, but I just want to see our sisters want to.
Right.
Give me a top. I'm a big foodie, so I eat in a lot of places in the city. What's your top 5 places that you like to eat at?
Damn, 5 is a lot, especially while we next to my kitchen.
Give me your top 3 then, and I'm gonna give you a few restaurants that I like.
I like Baru. That's on Magazine. I think it's like Colombian food. Okay. Very flavorful. Dang, it's hard because I cook like... Yeah. I could wake up at 2:00 in the morning and fix the exact meal that I'm thinking of. So when it comes to going out to eat for me, it's like kind of hard.
That's dope.
And then I have an eclectic taste. Like, I'll eat almost anything. So can I get back to you on that?
Yeah. What's the most exotic or the meal you have had?
The most outlandish thing that I've ever eaten was ostrich meatballs. The first dinner party I ever done with a private chef when I was in culinary school. This girl, she was from Costa Rica. She was crazy, batshit crazy, but that was one of like my most memorable experience. That and a chocolate clam in Cabo. Most people go to Cabo don't know that they're known for like a staple food, but as soon as I got there, I'm like, what y'all got down here?
Yeah.
And it was a chocolate clam. It wasn't that good, but I tried it. Yeah.
How you see your career unfolding?
Honestly, like most chefs have like a sauce or spice line or something like that. Mine would be more on the apparel side and doing like more intimate dinners that's like farm to table, something like that. Other than me cooking, I don't really do nothing that's chefy, if that makes sense.
Okay. And the other thing is, I asked you about the apron and you see them on.
I don't like all that. That's too much. Like, so the reason why I have a lot of tattoos, I used to cook with like not a lot of clothes on in the comfort of my own home, of course. But I used to get like burn marks and all kind of stuff. So one day I was just like, man, I might just start getting tatted. So I started getting tatted. People don't understand being in the kitchen is hot for one, and then you have a coat on with an outfit under it. That's a lot. And I do have an idea for some chef coats, me and my homegirl. So I'm not going to say it on camera because, people like to jack me all the time. Yeah, it's just like too much stuff. Like, I don't like having all that on. And I don't feel like none of that adds to me cooking a good meal. Of course, at work to not get burned and stuff, but I don't like all that.
Do you like dressing up and cooking?
Oh, hell yeah. I used to show up to private dinner, sequence tights, brand new Jordans or G-Nikes or whatever. Like, that's what I was known for, like dressing and doing something that was like out of the norm. But yeah, you know how I am with clothes. You be seeing me sauce up.
For sure. The red boots.
Yeah.
How many times you want?
Probably like 2 times. They heavy.
Yeah.
But I got them NLE chopper duck boots coming. They sold out too. Hopefully not that many people in New Orleans have them.
You ever wear them in the summer or just...
Hell no. My legs would be like raisins under there. Like, shriveled up. It's too damn hot. Those boots weigh like a good 3 pounds a piece. And it don't sound heavy until it's on your feet.
Let our viewers know how they can look at your food, look at your content.
You can catch me on Instagram at Let That Girl Cook, LetThatGirlCook. My website, www.chefashleyjonique.com, and pretty much everything is on my website. So between Instagram and my website, I'm all there.
All right. Appreciate you, Chef.
Thank you. This was fun.